Welcome, everybody, to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD attention coach, Jeff Copper. I'm here to talk about insights. An insight is that thing that it's kind of underneath everything. It's kind of hidden, but they're helpful sometimes because they really reveal what's kind of going on. And I'd like to say, after being the host of Attention Talk Video now coming up on 10 years, I'm grateful to all those that follow me and enjoy the content that we do. And this is the epicenter of kind of the way I think. And the way I think that a lot of times people with ADHD, they're running east looking for a sunset. So let's play this out. We make observations based off of behavior. Observational behavior, because we can see it, touch it, smell it, whatever. We really could use some type of technology to see past it. Which I'm working on right now, something called cognitive ergonomics from the inside out. But let's not get distracted. The point really is when people with ADHD are constantly late, they're thought to have a time management problem, and they're often said that I'm time blind. Now, based off of observation, if they're missing like appointments left and right, or they're always late, that makes a little bit of sense. Time blind, it's really kind of a sexy little thing to do with it. But what's the problem? Let's think about that. If you're always late, what is the problem? Well, part of ADHD, the challenge is executive functioning. Working memory is an executive function, and visual imagery is an executive function, and it's impaired. So time is about seeing the future. It's about seeing the future, and it's about thinking. It's really what it's about. And people with ADHD, when it comes to time, they don't think, or they shortcut it. Now, if you've got a time management problem and you think the watch is going to do the thinking for you, I think it might be a little bit misguided. A watch is there after you've done thinking to kind of keep you on time, to track units of time. But it's not the core issue of the problem. If you actually acknowledge it's the thinking part and realize maybe you got to externalize it, then it's somewhat helpful. The issue here is that one of my favorite quotes is, you're not going to see a sunset if you're running east looking for it. And so a lot of times people with ADHD, they're looking for all these time-related things, but the core problem is thinking. So let me give you an example. People with ADHD, if they've got to go to an appointment, they don't actually sometimes think, well, I got to get there. It's going to 15 minutes. Or actually, I got to get my wallet, my phone, and get out the door, into the car, and out of the driveway. Then when I get there, I got to park the car. I got to get in the elevator. I got to go and find it. That's another 7 minutes. That's 22 minutes. You see all the thinking that's involved? What's the point of the video? The point of the video is there's so much out there that people are chasing based off the symptomatic issues. By accident, sometimes that stuff works, but often it's not, because you're not dealing with the root cause of the problem. You're expecting the alarm clock to do the work, as opposed to saying, how can I actually think about this, or visualize it, or actually externalize it? Externalizing thinking is really kind of a big deal. So if you're struggling with time, you might kind of focus on the thinking part, because you might find it somewhat helpful. And thinking is about problem solving. There's no one way that person's going to think about it. I hope this is giving you pause to get some insight on why often you're misguided looking for things, or tips, tricks, and strategies are not working because they're dealing with the symptom of the problem and not the root cause. If you're new to our channel, please hit subscribe. We try to release a tip or a thought or an idea about ADHD each week. And then for particularly our loyal listeners, what do you think about this? Does it make some sense? Wow, I could have had a V8. That's actually the issue, is it's a thinking problem, not a time problem. Certainly appreciate any contributions to support what we do, because we do it for you. And with that, we hope this gives you pause to think and pay attention to the right thing to work on time management problems. With that, take care.